Here, Ryan Garcia thinking, I need a left hook. I need to land the left hook. I need to make my point.
We are about 15 miles north of downtown Miami. This is Hard Rock Stadium here in South Florida. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's go now.
Now the former Texas A&M Aggie. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Got it. Ready?
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. His throw left side is complete. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. First down, Miami.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They motion a receiver right. Here's a give to Achane. Woo! 2nd and a yard. He's got his tight end, Kincaid. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here we go, set.
Now, faking the give. He's got it! And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. A big-time play for the Dolphins. And even 30 yards. Here's Achane. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
You can see the running back. He's waiting patiently for that cutback lane to open, and it just never did. Great job by the defense continuing to string that play out sideways, and they're able to take him down for a loss.
In motion, it's Waddle. They'll run with Dillon. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
On the jump. Let's go.
The tight end Kincaid in motion.
Go.
To the goal line and in. Take down. Touchdown, Dolphins. His 6th touchdown now for the season. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This one taken at the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Patriots.
Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. It's May. He's going to air this one out. That's caught! And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
Let's go now. Go sweep.
Putting the tight end in motion. That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. They'll stick with him again. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. Here's a run. A 2nd effort, and he is in. Touchdown, Patriots.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. He'll drop to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Dell motioning over.
Go.
Here comes the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
A 42-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, Man, oftentimes, there's no answer for it.
Throwing on third down is May. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's taken down up past the 35.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Now they'll run. It's a counter. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game.
A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Dolphins have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot. A deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
That's taken in by Achane.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Achane. Now, flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty.
60 back, yeah, 60 back. Here we go, sack.
Back to throw. On the quick slant, it's caught by Tank. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive. After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. He'll look to throw. But he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4.
Just think back to a few plays ago, Mike. This offense is finding themselves entering the red zone. It looked like we're about to see a touchdown, but that's how fast things can change in this game. The defense finds themselves with their back against the wall, coming up with a huge 4th down stop. Not only do they keep points off the board, but it's nicer to do it when you come off with the ball in your hand.
Here's 2nd and 6. The tight end going in motion to the left. On 2nd down, it's May. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be picked by Jalen Ramsey. And he will be out of bounds. No time left on the clock. And that is the final action here in this first half. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, has half number 2. Kicks off. A return now from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Third quarter begins with a run.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. And out of the gun, here's May. He'll tuck it and take off. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. It's picked up by the Dolphins. Well, he certainly turned that into something on the move. Downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet, but then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit on him, jar the ball loose, and now they'll take over after the big takeaway.
That's going to wind up incomplete, but a penalty flag is down on the play. Let's see what that's all about. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. To throw now, May. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
It is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is May. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On 4th down, here comes J.K. Scott to punt. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Now here's Tyler Algier out of BYU. And a good, hard run. He would not be denied. Surging forward to pick up 8. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
In motion, it's Waddle. They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Crazy. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. Sending it deep for Waddle. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go now. Take over.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down. They'll look to throw yet again. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Take down. Touchdown, Dolphins. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins up their lead. It's now 24-7. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. May gonna look to throw. Throw left side, but that's gonna be incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see.
And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. The tight end Kincaid in motion. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers.
A dive, and he's in! Come on, Achad. Touchdown, Miami. Now Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Dolphins will extend this 3rd quarter lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. His drive will start on the ground. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
May to throw on second down. To the left side here. Caught by Baker. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, New England.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, here's May. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Working out of the gun, it's May. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter. Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Achane. And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as he gets this one up past the 30.
Here we go, set.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
2 first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Achane. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. He'll drop to throw. Here's a screen set up for 4. Down the left sideline. They're going to have it 1st and goal. He'll be out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. A gain of 48. 5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. From the pistol, here's Achane. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins will extend their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
2 runs going in the wrong direction, and now it is 3rd and 15. Going for it all. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back as we reach the 2-minute warning.
Ready up. Ready. Cowboy 80. Set go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
In motion, it's Waddle. Now a handoff to Ford. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Third and 9. The tight end Kincaid in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
We'll take this in back at the 16. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. May now on 1st and 10. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
On 1st and 10, it's Achane.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. So a win here for the Dolphins. They get the victory away from home in the division. This is so valuable.